Hi everyone. It's good to see you. How are you today? Good. We are going to do an art project together and it's called Blue plus Yellow Equals. So real quick, let's go through what we need and then we'll get started. So first you're going to need this very long rectangle that says blue plus yellow equals. We need a marker or crayon to write our name. We need blue and yellow paint. We need a glass with a little bit of water in it so we can rinse out our paintbrush when we change colors of paint. We need a paintbrush, something to wipe our hands on, and this is optional, but once we're done doing our blue plus yellow, you have the option to do something extra with me if you'd like to. So if you have any color paper would do. Doesn't matter if it has lines in it or not. It could be printer paper or construction paper of any color. So this is optional. And if you need drinking water. Okay. Before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about primary colors. Have you heard of that term before, primary colors? Okay. Yeah, there are 3 colors that are primary colors. Blue, yellow, and red. Those are called primary colors. The reason they're called primary colors because every other color in the rainbow can be made using a combination of only those 3 colors. So we can take those 3 colors, we're going to be working with 2 of them today, and you can mix. You can either mix yellow and red and get a new color, which is an art project we'll do a little bit later down the road. You can mix blue and yellow and make a new color, and you can mix red and blue and make a new color. Those new colors that we make are called secondary colors. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to take your marker or crayon. We're going to turn our piece of paper over and we're going to practice writing our name. So before we start painting our hand, I wanted to teach you how to say blue and yellow in sign language. So this is blue. You take 4 fingers, put your thumb over, and then go back and forth, kind of like you're waving. Do you want to try it? Good job. It's excellent. And then yellow's a little bit of a tough one. It takes practice. We put these 3 fingers down. We leave up our pinky and our thumb, and we move side to side. Yellow. Do you want to try it? Yeah, it's okay. This one takes a lot of practice. By the end of the year, you'll get it. Good job. You can ask mom or dad too to help hold your 3 fingers down while you put these 2 up. Yellow. Excellent. So we're going to start with our paintbrush. We're going to take the blue. Do you see how the color blue in the paint, it matches the blue marker that I wrote? Yes, that is the color blue. That's what it looks like when you write it out. Do you recognize any of those letters in the word blue? Good. And the word blue starts with the letter B. And in zoophonics, B sounds like B, Bubba Bear goes. Ba, ba, ba. Do you hear that when you say the word ba, ba, blue? Yeah, it's the beginning sound. just want to make sure you get your whole hand. So we're going to be mixing, we're going to be painting one hand blue and the other one yellow. And then we're going to, after we're done stamping blue and stamping yellow, so not right away, we're going to be rubbing our hands together and creating a new or secondary color. So do you have a guess, or the big word for guess is hypothesis. Do you have a guess or hypothesis about what color blue and yellow are going to make when you mix them together? I know it's really hard to imagine when those two, what it's going to look like, huh? Okay, so get it all over your hand, and we're going to stamp it right below the word blue, which is written in blue marker. Ready? Tell our hand to be a statue, and just gently press it down. 1, 2, 3, and up. And the reason why we like to press our hand down is because we want to make sure that we get our whole hand in there. I missed one of my fingers there, so I'm going to press it down. Press that down. Okay, awesome. Can I see yours? Good job, that's beautiful. I love it. So you can either, well actually no, keep the blue on your hand, okay? I know if you don't love having your hands painted, that's probably tough, but keep that on your hand. I'm gonna wash my paintbrush and dab it with my wet hand. I'm going to carefully start painting my other hand yellow. And it's really fun to be able to rub your two hands together and then see this new or secondary color just appear before your eyes. Lots and lots and lots of yellow. Okay. Whenever you're mixing colors, you want to put a little bit more of the lighter color than the darker color. So just a little hack there. So I'm going to cover my hand. Okay. How's yours coming along? Good. Good. Okay. Put that down. And now we're going to stamp where you see the word yellow that is also written in yellow marker. So just right below it. Okay, hand be a statue. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And you can see I'm using my arm to push it down because I don't want to get blue all over the back of my other hand. Or if you have a parent with you, they can push it down for you. We have a blue and a yellow hand. So take a little bit, just a little bit more blue. And I know this is it's messy. It's okay though, we're gonna wash our hands when we're done. And then take a little bit more yellow and put it on there. Okay, are you ready? Put your hands together and rub, rub, rub. Wonder what color it's gonna make. Keep rubbing. How does that feel? Does it feel slimy? Okay. Oh, I see a new color. Do you? What color do you see? Yes, it's green. We just made green using blue and yellow paint. So we're gonna take our two hands and we're gonna stamp them right next to your yellow handprint, both of them, okay? And we'll talk about why we did that in a second. All right, statue hands. And 1, 2, 3, and and you obviously can't push your hand down because you're using both of them. So just push them in there real hard. Real hard. And then 1, 2, 3. Wow, that is a very pretty color green. So go ahead and wipe your hands down. I'm going to show you mine real quick. So we have blue plus yellow, and the word plus, it means to add. So blue added to yellow equals or makes and equals is the same, means the same thing, makes green. Show me yours. It's amazing. Were you right? Did you guess what color it was going to make? Awesome. So another thing, this is, we can count with this. Are you ready? So this is kind of how you're going to start to do math when you're in kindergarten. 1 plus or added to 1, right? We have 1 blue hand, we have 1 yellow hand. If you add 1 hand to another hand, how many hands do you have? If you put 1 hand right here and the other right here and you hold them up together, how many hands do you have? Very good. So 1 blue hand plus 1 yellow hand equals 2 green hands, right? 1 and 2. Very good. Let's count how many hands we have all together on this page. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good counting. Okay, so we are done with this part of the project. If you have a piece of paper that you would like to do a little bit more with, feel free to grab it and we'll start that now. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm sure you're forever going to remember now that blue plus yellow equals green because you made it and you did a great job. So I'm going to put this over here to dry. And I still have paint on my hands, but that's okay because we're going to put more on there. I just thought, since we already have paint on our hands, we can make this project last a little bit longer by doing something a little extra. So I'm going to grab both of my paints because I'm going to put a little blob of each. And then, instead of mixing them in our hands, we're going to mix them on the plate. So, if you have leftover, just use what you have left over. A little blue. And a little more yellow. Okay. Let's take your paintbrush. I just got distracted because this has so much paint on it. If you need to, take your rag or your wet wipe or whatever and just get that extra paint off the handle. Okay, we're gonna mix the blue and the yellow in our plate. You ready? Okay. I love mixing colors. It's one of my favorite things to do in art. You're doing a great job. I'm just kind of going in circles here, making sure that I get all of that blue mixed with all of the yellow. All right, show me. If you have a lot of paint, don't hold it up because you don't want it to spill. Just kind of hold it like that. Perfect. It's a beautiful color green. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to make a tree out of a handprint. So trees can be different colors, but what color are most trees? The leaf parts of them. Yeah, green. Yeah. So go ahead and pick a hand to paint. And if you have leftover paint on it, it's okay. And then just go ahead and get that beautiful green all over. All the way to the bottom of your hand. Okay. Did you get all your green on there? So you're going to stamp it on the paper, but you want to stamp it on the top half. So that's this part right here, so that we can paint the tree trunk underneath it. All right, take your statue hand and 1, 2, 3, and lift up. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and wipe your hand off because we're done painting our hand for now, for today. And if you want to, you can pause the video and go wash your hand if you're uncomfortable having a little bit of dry paint on your hand. Okay, so show me your handprint. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so here's mine. What we're gonna do next, that's funny how it looks like there's a hole in the middle. There's not a hole in the middle, it's just my hand didn't touch all the way to the paper with the paint. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take your paintbrush with the green, and you're gonna start up here at the bottom of your hand, and you're just gonna bring the paintbrush down in straight strokes, okay? If you want to, you can start up here and then kind of go out a little bit to look like the base of a tree. Have you noticed when you look at a tree that the very bottom of it is a lot thicker than the top? So you can do that by taking it down and then kind of going out to this side and then taking it down, going out to this side, and then filling in the middle. Okay, let's do it. Just a long downward stroke with your paintbrush. And if you want a real dark green tree trunk, you just you go over where you've already painted with more paint, and it'll turn out darker. Okay. What do you think? What do you think your painting looks like? If you use your imagination, can you see a tree when you look at it? Me too. Okay, show me your art. That is a beautiful tree. You did a great job. I'll show you mine. See, I made it thicker at the end, like a tree, but you don't have to do that. You can just go straight down. The fun thing about art is that each one of us will do art just a little bit differently, and it's beautiful. I love looking at the different versions of how our art projects turn out. It's very creative. Okay, that's it for today. We'll see you at virtual art time tomorrow. We're going to do a science experiment, and I can't wait to see you guys then.